Well, they knew me as Kim G from being on Teen Summit in my younger years.
Oh, period.
Then I cut somebody out in the Uber when I became a grown woman.
Okay.
Yes.
Cause put some respect on that resume.
Please.
Teen Summit when you was a teenager, huh? So you've been on TV.
BET.
On BET.
Okay, national
my girl
TV
my girl was
every
on TV.
weekend.
I seen the clip. Wasn't you I be on my queen shit, crown tilted lean shit, melanated, elevated, unafraid to be. Welcome to the Free Your Mind podcast, where we believe in the transformative power of conversation. I'm your host, Tiffanie McCall, and today's guest is one of my absolute faves. She is an actress, she is a comedian, she's a podcast host, she's a Broadway star, DC Black Broadway star, she is a mother, a wife, and a grandmother of what, four?
Four.
Four now.
Mhm.
Y'all, I know y'all love her. Y'all know her. Some of y'all may know her as Kim Harris, but she is affectionately known as Miss Kim G.
Here's the parade.
Yes.
Here's the marching band.
And that's why you're my boo, because I love you. I love you so much. I'm kind of like obsessed with you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with you.
And that's the best parts because it's like a mutual thing. We both love each other. Yeah, so welcome to the Freedom Couch.
Mhm.
I'm so happy to have you here.
I'm happy to be here.
Now, y'all know we have no conversations without libations. So I made you a little cocktail. I'm calling it the Kim G special.
Ooh.
So go ahead and taste it. Mm, it's good. It's good. I did.
So good.
It's cheers.
I
Yes.
can't believe you did this.
I know. I used to be a bartender in like my past life, okay?
Oh, okay.
My past life. Like, my early 20s, I bartended a little bit. But I love cocktails. And one thing we do here at the Freedom House is we have a drink, okay?
Perfect.
We gonna have a little drink. We might have some good conversations, but we gonna have a drink.
Oh, we gonna have a drink.
Absolutely. Okay. So, one of my favorite parts about this show is kind of sharing with the audience different perspectives of what freedom looks like. We get to share experiences and host conversations about a wide range of topics, a wide range of people's feelings and things like that. But I always like to start the show off by asking the guests, what does freedom look like to you?
Well, for me, freedom looks like, or freedom feels like, when you don't have so many boundaries,
Mm-hmm.
when you're able to do what you want when you want.
Mm-hmm.
I think people get stuck in a bubble and they can't be free
Mm-hmm.
when there's fear,
I love that.
when there's money issues,
Mm.
and when you're just standing in your own way.
Mm-hmm.
Living in a world where you have to be financially stable. But for
Mm.
me,
Mm-hmm.
I'm having to be financially stable in order to make it.
Mm-hmm.
That puts a huge boundary in place where you don't feel free
Mm-hmm.
because you have to do things
Mm-hmm.
to make money.
Yeah.
And those things are not necessarily things that you want to do or you love to do.
Right, right, right.
So, to me, being free is when you don't have that fear.
I love that. I love that being free of fear because that is, like you said, one of the biggest things that hold us back. I mean, imagine where we could be if we could just do whatever we want, didn't have to worry about money, didn't have to worry about other responsibilities,
Mhm.
time. We could just have the ability to just live.
To just live.
That is what freedom is to me
Yes.
too. I love that. So, speaking of that, what are some things that you do to make you feel free?
I actually, and I know this isn't deep, but I turn my phone off, and I literally, even if I don't turn it off,
Mhm.
I'm not responding to any text messages.
Mhm.
I'm not answering the phone.
Mhm.
I'll get on social media if I want to.
Right, right.
If you see my green light on and you call me, well,
Mhm.
guess what? You're not going to hear from me
Yeah.
because I want to be free.
Yeah.
I want to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to have the responsibility of taking care of anybody, taking anybody somewhere, helping anybody.
Mhm.
And I know that sounds selfish, but I do a lot of helping and pouring into people.
Yes, you do.
So sometimes I just need time to just be free. So I turn my phone off.
That's amazing that you say that because knowing you and being your friend, I know you are always giving of yourself. You help out your family, you help your kids, your grandkids. I mean, like, I don't think I've ever been to your house and your grandkids or your kids are not there.
No,
Like, they're always around.
always.
Grandma Kim is going to take care of those babies.
Hmm.
Like, you are a big mama, like you said earlier. You are that
Mama.
big mama's house. It just got a little sass to it,
Yeah.
okay? This is Big Mama. If Big Mama was out here with her little outfits on, cute hair, makeup, lashes, everything.
Mhm.
Yes, the 2025 Big Mama is right here, Miss Kim
Period.
G.
Period. Period.
But in saying that, it's beautiful to see that you recognize that you are all those things, but that Kim G needs some time. Or in those moments, that's when you're Kim Harris.
Mhm.
And you get to just be with yourself, spend time with your husband, and just do what you want to do.
Yes.
I love that for
Yes.
you.
And it's needed. People
Yeah.
need that. People forget about themselves when they're in a situation like I am, when
Mhm.
you have multiple kids and multiple grandkids, or excuse me,
Oh, take your time.
even family members that just
Mhm.
lean on you, or friends that lean on you.
Mhm.
Sometimes they may not be leaning on you for financial
Mhm.
reasons, but they lean on you for support.
Mhm.
They lean on you for help. They
Yeah.
need your advice. You may not feel like you're being drained because it's naturally what you do,
Right.
but it can drain you.
Absolutely.
So you have to have time and take time for yourself.
Mhm. Pour it back into yourself.
Even if it's just laying down all day,
Yes.
do it.
I love that.
Do those things that make you feel good. I always got people would I got in trouble, but people would say, "Oh, Kim is just materialistic, or she all she care about is dressing up and wearing clothes and stuff like that." And I say, "But what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Why
Cause you be
why
looking fly.
why are you coming down on me for that? If that's what I like,
Mhm.
if that's what I want to do,
Yeah.
then why is that a bad thing?"
They mad cause they want to do it too.
It, but this is where I find my happy space.
Yeah.
When you do whatever you do, I'm
Uh
happy for you because
huh.
it's like, oh, she loves planting flowers.
Right.
I can give a damn about planting flowers.
Right.
But I don't think that it's something wrong with you for, oh, she want to do is plant them damn flowers every
Right.
day. She need to
Right.
go clean up. Look, do what makes you happy.
Right. I like drinking. And so I have a drink a lot. And people should not judge me because of that.
They shouldn't.
They should let me do what makes me feel happy because I have a good time when I have a good cocktail. And
When I was
that's it.
young, I liked light skinned men. Yeah, I
Okay.
was like, ooh, light skin, curly hair. I
Mm,
was real young,
mhm.
obviously, because I like a big black ass nigga now. But that's what I liked. And people were like, "Oh, all you like is light skin. That's messed up." You, why? That's my
That's
preference.
your preference.
What is wrong with that?
Nothing.
Our community is so stuck on this. You can't be superficial. Whatever they think superficial is, it's ridiculous.
It's more like passing judgment. It's like people just have to pass judgment on other people. Like it could be nothing perfect. Like you could be living a perfectly good life.
Uh huh.
And they find a reason to pass judgment because something that's not happening in their life.
Yes.
They're not happy with themselves. They keep fucking with black niggas and they want to fuck with a light skinned nigga
Right.
too.
Right.
And they're
Right.
mad. And
Right.
they're like, oh, she keep on getting all the light skin because she wants a light skinned man. And she just hating on you.
Yeah.
And she making it your problem when it's really her problem.
And I like people to live in their truth.
Absolutely.
Whatever it makes you happy, I swear to God, I am going to support it. Even if I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Like your head wrap
Mhm.
and African clothes. I never wore that. I
Mhm.
never wore head wraps.
Mhm.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
But do I have a problem with somebody else wearing it?
No.
Absolutely not. I'll buy you one for Christmas.
Girl, I can't
Yeah,
put
I
a
know
wig.
that's what you like.
I can't put a wig on for nothing. I don't know what to do with the lace or the glue.
Right,
Okay.
right.
But one thing I do know is how to wrap this hair up.
And what's
Okay.
wrong with that?
Because it's usually not done. And that's where it started. It started with trying to look cute with your hair not done. And
And it
now I
works.
do it. Yes.
And people need to,
Mind
it
your
goes back
business.
to being free.
Mhm.
Free.
Be free.
Like what you like. Love what you love and love what other people love for them.
You know what I find that really is as I'm growing up and having different experiences with people is that a lot of people don't know what they like.
They don't.
One of the things that I always attribute to the start of this journey is I was going through a tough situation, right? I was having a hard time and trying to come out of that, I started to go into therapy. And my therapist asked me a question that kind of stuck with me for life. It just kind of shaped my world. And it was like, if this person never changes, can you still love them?
Mhm.
Because I was so angry with the choices that were made and the things that they did that I didn't like and everything like this. And they were like, you choosing to love this person.
Mhm.
If they never change, can you continue to love them?
Exactly.
And I had to really look at myself and be like, okay, even though I don't like that about them, I still need to love them. So I started asking that person that I was, trying to get over things with, and it was actually a really close person to me. And I said, "What kind of things make you happy? What kind of things do you like?"
Mhm.
And they had no
They
answer.
couldn't answer.
They could not answer.
I don't know.
They did not know.
I don't know.
And I was like, dang, how many other people? So I started asking the question to other people that I knew, other women that I knew, and I found so many people did not know what makes them happy.
So how can that person be free?
So how can you
And
be
that's what
free?
I meant when I think we may have been off camera when I said freedom is earned,
Yeah.
because you have to go through life and you have to figure things out to
Mhm.
know what even makes you feel free.
Right, right.
Those people can't be free
Right.
because they don't even know what they like. They don't know
Absolutely.
what freedom feels like. They have been held in bondage so long, whether it's childhood trauma, trauma from relationships,
Mhm.
whatever it is,
Mhm.
they're still held in.
Mhm.
So they can't. They don't even know what it look like. If somebody say, "Don't go to work today," they be like, "What you mean don't go to work? Gotta go to
Yeah.
work. I don't go to work." No, no, no. I say don't go to work
You
today.
got hours of
Yes,
PTO.
PTO.
Take one of them.
Be free.
Be free. Yeah. So that's one thing that I have, that's one thing that encourages me to have these kind of conversations, because I know that so many people are not even self-aware enough to realize, like, I'm so busy worrying about what she's doing and worry about what he's doing, and I don't even know what I like to do.
Hmm.
If you spent more time focusing on yourself, freeing your mind, get into things that make you feel happy, you will find that you have like little to no time to worry about what anyone else is doing, and you will
Literally.
care like 1,000% less.
Yep.
Because I could care less what you're doing. I
Yep.
don't care how Kim chooses to wear her hair, as long as my boo look good when we step out.
Who
That's
cares?
all that matters. If we
Who
rolling
cares?
together, you looking cute. Now, if you look in the mirror, I might have to say, friend, like, let's do, lay it down a little bit. But if you say, no, I want it like this, I'm like, oh,
Okay.
that's it.
As long as you happy.
As long as you're happy. So, one of the beauties of having this kind of platform and creating these conversations is we get to shine light and highlight some Black owned businesses, because I believe that as a part of empowering our community is sharing our stories, our experiences, and supporting other people.
Hmm.
So, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to sip a little bit more of this Kim G special, and we're going to go to our Black business highlight, and then we'll be right back. Yes.
Yes.
Each morning, when you wake up and go about your day, you have to decide if you want to be great or not. When you just get up and go, you put yourself at risk of being routine and being mediocre every single day. Greatness is about creating an environment conducive to greatness. Greatness is about creating opportunities. Greatness is about aligning yourself with the things that greatness is attracted to, with the things that greatness requires. The myth is that we think greatness is about perfection. You don't have to reach perfection to be great, but the pursuit, the relentless pursuit after greatness is what makes you great. You can never be legendary or do legendary things if you don't create these spaces that paves the way for your own greatness. We don't stumble into greatness. We close.
I love that we get to highlight these Black owned businesses. So be sure to stay tuned to the Free Your Mind podcast for more opportunities to support your community, to shop, okay, and to just really get involved in our community and show some love. That's what we do here. It's all about showing love. Okay, so we've been calling you. I called you Kim Harris at the beginning because put some respect on that name.
Period.
Period. Okay, and the world knows you as Kim G. Now the world knows you as Kim G, the black lady who cussed people out in the Uber. That's what the world know you as.
Well, they knew me as Kim G from being on Teen Summit in my younger years.
Oh, period.
Then I cut somebody out in the Uber when I became a grown woman.
Okay,
Yes.
cause put some respect on that resume.
Please.
Teen Summit when you was a teenager, huh? So you've been on TV.
BET.
On BET.
Okay, national
my girl
TV
my girl was on
every
TV.
weekend.
I seen the clip. Wasn't you Usher
I
did
am
he
the
Usher?
first
Oh.
black woman that Usher pulled up on the stage to dance with.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was 14.
Uh-huh.
Okay, the first black woman.
Yes.
I go down in history.
Okay, that's Black History fact right there.
Period.
Black History 365. I could not tell that like you tell it. I just had to just set it up and let you go ahead and
Yeah,
give the facts because it's on the record.
it's on the record.
It's on
It's on video.
it's on the video. I seen the videos to prove. Okay. Yeah. So we talked about Teen Summit. We talked about, because people are in the Uber. And although it is hilarious, like, y'all have to go watch that video if you need a good Kiki. She will have you rolling. But we know you also as Broadway Kim.
You do.
Yes, Broadway Kim.
You do.
We actually met through DC Black Broadway.
Mhm.
And I got to know you. I got to know about like some of the things that you've done. So just give us a little bit of your history. Let's talk about it a little bit. So tell us
Well,
about Kim G or Broadway Kim.
well, as far as acting, I've always been an actress since I
Mhm.
came out of the womb.
Okay.
It's just who I am. I always loved it. And actually, as a kid, I didn't know that it wasn't what everybody wanted to do. I didn't realize that, some people want to be a doctor, some people want to be a policeman, some people, I had no idea. I thought everybody
Uh-huh.
wanted to be on TV, everybody wanted to act.
Of course.
So, of course, I was doing it all through being a kid.
Mhm.
Then I went to BET when I was about 12 with my church,
Mhm.
and I was sitting in the audience.
Mhm.
So of course they come around and they ask questions to the audience members, and I took the mic and I asked my question, and
Mhm.
I was all into it.
Mhm.
And they were like, little girl, can you come back next week? Bring your mother."
Mhm.
I said, okay, I'll be back. I'll be back. I
Mhm.
came back. I brought my mother. She went into a meeting with them, and they had me on there every weekend from
Mhm.
then on out.
Yes.
So I did that until I was about 17.
Mhm.
Graduated high school, and I had a baby.
Mm.
Once I had my baby, I could not focus on that.
Right, right, right.
At least I wasn't free yet.
Yeah.
My mind wasn't free yet.
Right, right, right.
So I felt like I couldn't do anything but take care of my baby and get a job like a normal civilian.
Yeah.
My mother was like, you don't have to do that. You can have the baby. You can
Mhm.
still go to California, because I was supposed to move in with Maya Campbell and Fredro Starr.
Okay.
We were all supposed to move in together. We were all the same age. We were graduating high school.
Uh-huh.
We were going to move in together in LA. We were going to go on auditions. We was going to make it big.
Yes.
And my mother was like, just do it. Just do it anyway. And I wouldn't do it because I wanted to take care of my child.
Mhm.
So I would do voiceovers, and that's all I really was doing was voiceovers
Mhm.
for extra money.
Mhm.
And then DC Black Broadway came along. I was at WPGC 95 doing a voiceover,
Uh-huh.
and one of the producers, Fatima, hey girl, she was like, "You need to meet Dr. Lavelle Long." Well, he was just Lavelle Long at that time.
Okay.
And I said, "Who is that?" She said, "That's the guy that's doing the gigs at the MGM.
Mhm.
You need to meet him." I said, "Okay, I'm like, okay, I'll meet him one day."
Mhm.
And so I saw him. Actually, I was doing another podcast. He came on the podcast,
Okay.
and I was like, "Oh, you know what? You're the guy that Fatima was talking about at 95.5.
Mhm.
I want to audition for one of your shows."
Uh-huh.
He was kind of like, "Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
Lavelle cocky
Uh.
ass." So he's all like, "Yeah, all right, you know what I'm saying? Sunglasses on, like everybody want to be a part of my show, baby girl. What up, baby girl?" So I'm like, "All right, this nigga think
He
he
think
messing
he
with
don't know who I am.
me. He don't know me."
Yeah.
So then we went to Tricky Entertainment's Shaw Tricky Entertainment. They had a festival,
Okay.
and I saw him there,
Mhm.
and I was like, "So you gonna let me be on one of your plays or not?" I'm drunk by this. I'm like, "You gonna let me be in one of the plays or not? What you doing?"
Drunk Kim is the best. Okay, go ahead.
And he like, "Yeah, whatever. We having the audition. Here's the time. Here's the place."
Mhm.
I said, "Got you." And it was for
Mhm.
Golden Girls.
Mhm.
It was literally the next day.
Oh
I
wow.
went home. I went on YouTube. I pulled up some Golden Girl things.
Mhm.
I remembered it. I went to the audition.
Mhm.
When I came out of the audition, she come behind me, saw something. "Who are you? Where did you come from?
Uh.
Who are you? You
Uh-huh.
got it. You got it."
Uh-huh.
And his people looking at him like, "You can't tell somebody they got it. We got to call them back. We got all these other people here to audition."
Yeah.
And from then on, it was a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a match made in heaven. It was a
I
match.
was about to say, was
It was a match.
it?
We bumped heads a lot because he is who he is and I'm who I am.
Uh-huh.
So we would bump heads a lot, but respect, you got to respect somebody who has talent.
Right, absolutely.
He has the vision, he has talent, I have talent.
Mhm.
So
Oh,
sorry.
it's
Cut,
okay.
cut that part. Cut that out. Um, so we learned how to work together
Yeah.
because we both wanted the same thing in the end.
Mhm.
And he has the fight. He
Mhm.
has the fight. He has the attitude to get me where I need to be. I have the talent. He
Right.
got everything else.
Yeah.
And Spirit spoke to me
Yeah.
and was like, "Look, this is your guy.
Mhm.
This is your guy. Whether you're going to be doing DC Black Broadway plays, whether he's going to be managing you, whatever
Mhm.
it is,
Mhm.
he's your guy."
Yeah.
And it has really worked out for me.
Yeah.
Doing DC Black Broadway, it brought me back to life again. It
Yes.
started to give me that freedom that I needed
I love that.
because I wasn't just working and taking care of kids and working two and three jobs and taking care of kids and just trying to stay above water.
Yeah.
I was actually doing something that made me feel free.
Yes.
So it brought me back to life.
In such a magical way though, because you command the stage. I mean, from your presence, like you don't even have to say words. It's just your presence. It really is commanded on stage.
Ooh,
You are
amen.
so talented. And, I've got the opportunity to work with you a few times.
Yes.
And each time, even if your character has similarities, you find a way to bring a new life to the
Mhm,
character.
mhm.
And I think that that's really important because it shows your commitment to your craft and you
Yes.
don't want to stay limited or bound by a specific type,
Mhm.
and that you have a range and that you can expand on even what someone who wrote the script, what their intention was, you can expand it because of your talent. That's really, really dope.
Thank you, girl.
Yes, and I love what you said about when you first had your child or you had your first child, you made the decision to focus on your child.
Mhm.
And I wanted to speak a little bit about that because I know that so many people have a unplanned circumstance,
Mhm.
right? Whether it be a child that's unplanned or a natural disaster like the people who experience the fires or anything, financial crisis
Mhm.
with the turnover of the world right now where some of our government employees have lost their jobs, like anything that can happen unexpectedly. And you had to take some time to take care of yourself and take care of your responsibilities, but you never gave up on your dreams.
No. And I believe that everybody is psychic.
Hmm.
I believe that everybody have psychic powers.
Hmm.
I knew without a doubt, even in the midst of taking care of my children and not really doing anything in acting, I knew for sure
Mhm.
I would be back on the stage. It
Mhm.
was never, I used to always say, oh, it's timing.
Yeah.
It's not my time.
And
It's not
so
my time.
that's a tool that I always talk about as far as creating the life that you want to live and manifesting that life. Because one of the biggest components of manifesting the life that you want to live is believing in it,
Yes.
is having faith and then acting as if it is so.
Yep.
That is how you continue to draw those things that you want in life to you. You have to believe, like she said, she's going to be on the stage. It's so funny that you said that because even in my experience with getting back on the stage, when I moved to the DMV area from North Carolina at the time, I went to see a play and I was like, I never heard of DC Black Broadway, the Gids. I never heard of nothing. I was taken on a surprise date by my wife.
Hmm.
It was just a date night and we happened to be there. And I was looking at the play and I was like, I was in the Lincoln Theater and I was like, they need me on that stage. I'm going to be on that stage.
Right, right,
I'm going to
right.
be on that stage.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was sitting in the audience
There
like,
you go.
they need me on that stage. And like, honestly, like 2 weeks later, the director of the next show was just happened to be in my go-go Zumba class.
That's crazy.
And I was like, I seen her shirt and I was like, oh, you know about those people? I went to a play the other week and I'm gonna be on that stage. Like,
Right,
y'all need me. She was
right.
like, oh yes, because she had heard a song that we played at class, and she was like, yes, I'm gonna let you know when we have auditions. And she was like, I'm actually the director, and
And
I
then
was
you was
like,
like, Okay,
The
okay,
word.
Spirit. Thank
Come
you.
on, come on, universe. Like, yes. And I lied to you not. She sent me the audition information. I was number one audition.
Yes.
Number one.
Mm,
And I got cast in the lead role. And less than 6 months later from when I said I'm gonna be on that stage, I was starring in the play on the Lincoln Theater stage.
right. In the lead,
The lead role. I did
the
have
lead
a lead
role.
role. I did have a
Yeah.
lead role, yes.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Yeah, so that is a power.
Manifestation is real.
It's so
It's
real.
real. And see, people got to remember. Let me tell you what I just did very recently,
Mhm.
yesterday.
Mhm.
My husband had surgery. He had to
Mhm.
get some hernias removed.
Okay.
So I kept saying, "Oh, Tyrone gonna be down. I'm gonna be down.
Mhm.
Tyrone gonna be down. I'm not leaving the house. I'm chilling. I'm taking care of him. I'm gonna be down."
Mhm.
Do you know I got constipated?
Cause you
And I
tall
was in so much pain
and you was
yesterday.
down.
I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be taking care of him. I could hardly walk. I
Yeah.
was like, it's taking my breath away
Yeah.
because I said out of my mouth that since Tyrone is down, I'm going to be down,
And guess what happened?
knowing that my words are powerful.
Woo.
And here I go, I was down. You
Down.
see me with the cold?
Yeah.
Because I said that.
Yep.
Manifestation is real.
Yes.
What you say out of your mouth is real.
Yes.
Your thoughts are real.
Yes.
And if you do not feed your subconscious mind, baby girl, let me tell you, you're going to fall every time.
Welcome to the Free Your Mind podcast with Coach Kim G.
Try to tell you. What I
Yes.
started doing is I was going through this time and I just felt like I was just paying rent, paying the car note, and paying for my kids' sports. And
Mhm.
that's all I was working for. I didn't have enough money to get my hair done, do this and that. And I was just so sick of it. And my girlfriends would be like, you have to manifest. You have to feed your subconscious mind. I was looking at them like, what?
Shut up.
I ain't got $30 today. I need
Yeah.
$30 extra to pay my rent today. I can sit here and I'm still not gonna get the $30. What are y'all talking about? You know what I mean? But I didn't realize how I was just making it worse for myself
Yes.
by saying that and thinking that and really believing.
Yes.
So I started to it's this lady named Abraham Hicks.
Okay.
I started listening to her at night in my headphones
Mhm.
to feed my subconscious mind while I was
Yes.
sleeping
Yes.
because something had to change.
I'm definitely a Hicks follower. Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
something had to change.
Mhm.
And you just have to believe, you have to think. I've been through some horrible experiences. And it's no secret. I always talk about my son and how afraid I am for his life and all this and that. But what I do is I imagine us being at his house on Christmas.
Woo, that's powerful.
I was like, oh, we going to my son's house for Christmas this year. He has everything decorated. His house is so nice.
Yes.
His girlfriend is fixing all of the food. My grandkids gonna greet me at the door with gifts. I have to see it. I have to believe it. I have to think it, and I guarantee you, it's gonna happen.
It definitely is going to
It's
happen.
gonna happen.
Yeah, it's for sure going to happen.
Yes.
So that's a great segue because one thing that, and we've been this episode was in my mind. I envisioned this episode like us getting on this couch, cutting up, kikiing like how we be doing at your house
Uh huh.
all the time, having some drinks, doing a good kiki. That's
Yeah.
what I thought was going to be here. But you have really been dropping gems like the entire episode. Like I don't even know where to even go. Shout out to Broadway Kim.
I have a little bit of substance.
You have a lot of substance. Don't play with my girl Kim. Just cause she'll cuss you out, do not mean that she don't know what she's talking about.
Right,
Okay?
that's right.
She's smart. Oh, I had a bar right there. I'm gonna have to write that there. Cause you know I do be thinking I'm a rapper sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I get my little rapping back. Anywho, that was a great segment to one of my favorite segments that we have on the show. It's called Tiff's Tips. And it's not my favorite just because I'm telling y'all what I want, a little tip, a little nugget. But it's one of my favorites because it allows me to kind of share some things that have helped me.
Hmm.
So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to go to our corner and have some tips, and then we'll be right back with some more Broadway Kim. Girl, you was killing it. I've been through so many things in this lifetime. Like for me to only be 34, I think I've had so many lifetimes. And one of the things that constantly keeps showing up in my life is this idea of trying to be perfect or make everything perfect and being down on myself when things don't kind of go as planned or when I can't be in control of every single thing. So one thing in this latest journey of living the life that I want to live and being free in my mind is to let go of perfectionism. And so today's tips is to let go of perfectionism. You have to understand that perfection is not really obtainable. And while we are all striving to be perfect, we have to be able to embrace our flaws and kind of embrace our insecurities and let those things be our strengths. When we recognize opportunities of growth and areas where we can be better, that is how we should look at our flaws. We shouldn't look at them as things that are bad about us, but look at them as opportunities for you to grow or opportunities for you to be better. And when you start to shift your perspective about things that you may not be happy with, whether it is your financial situation, your weight, anything, your living circumstances, when you start to shift your perspective, you can begin to change your life. So don't think of those flaws as something bad about you, but just think of them as like, this is an opportunity for me to be my best self. Now, I don't know about you, but I am so enjoying today's guest. Hilarious. Let's sit back, relax, and get ready to be inspired and get some more laughs because that girl is hilarious. See you later. I hope y'all had y'all pen and y'all paper down because that tip is one that really, really helped me in my journey to creating the life that I want to live. And I know if it was impactful for me, then I'm sure that it's going to work for you. So I love this opportunity to share space and time with people who can share gems. And Kim, you came here. I thought we was just gonna like kiki, have a little drink, laugh, and talk shit like we usually do. But you came here and dropped so many gems. Like just everything that you said was just so impactful, so empowering. And I just love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So we're gonna lighten it up a little bit. We're gonna play a little game. I like to kind of shift the game around based on who the guest is.
Okay.
Okay. So for this one, I know that you are an actress and a phenomenal actress, and we always talk about watching TV.
Hmm.
Okay. So you are snowed in.
Uh-huh.
What movie are you watching, or what
Movie,
show are you watching?
I'm watching A Different World
A Different World.
over and over again. And I'm going through the episodes and I'm choosing the ones that I want to act out first. And then I go back and choose the ones that I don't know as well as I.
Oh, so you're not just watching Different World just to watch it for fun. You're acting these scenes out.
I'm acting the scenes out.
I'm weak.
And it just makes me feel like I love it. Like it brings back memories for
Uh huh.
me.
Uh huh.
And I'm really in the zone when I'm
Yeah.
watching A Different World. I love it's my absolute favorite show in the world.
That is so hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, like my ass is envisioning slippers, a little onesie, a blanket, and I'm watching TV. You said you acting the
I'm acting
scenes
it out.
out.
I'm doing Mr. Gaines' part. I'm doing everybody's part. I'm doing everybody's part.
That
But
is,
definitely A Different World.
but that's so funny because I can see it. Like I can see
Yeah.
you watching a different world acting all the scenes out, and Tyrone be like, "Come on, man."
He already know him. He already know exactly which ones I'm gonna do. He know I'm gonna do the one with Kim, the ancient mama, with
Uh
Kim,
huh.
the ancient mama.
Uh huh.
He know I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do all the parts: Mr. Gaines' part, Kim's part, Willie part, Freddie part, Jenna Pickett part. I'm gonna do everybody's part. He know I'm gonna do the one where Gina got beat in the eye when she got beat up by her boyfriend.
Yes.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do all of it. I love A Different World. So Snowden, I'm like this on A Different World. No, but oh, a big old fan with little fishes on it. Thank you, Dwayne. You know, I'm gonna do all the parts. I
Wow, that is so hilarious, Kim. You that's crazy. I just could. You know what? Next time I hear it's gonna be snowed in something, we watching a different world, and I need you to act out all the parts.
and let me tell you, I met um Jasmine Guy.
Uh huh.
I was at a movie premiere for God, I forgot those guys' name. It was at the high. They're DC people,
Okay.
Oct
I don't know.
Octavia or something like that. But I went to go see their movie, and she was in it.
Mhm.
So I'm leaving out of the Howard Theater. She's coming out of the back,
Okay.
and I'm like, Jasmine, Jasmine. I said, you know, I'm sorry to bother you because I know people bother you all the time, but I just have one thing to say. 5 minutes to wine.
That's what you said to Jasmine Guy.
I was like, 5 minutes. She said, do something else. I said, uh, 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 um, a big old fan with little fishes on it. Thank you, Dwayne. And I'm gonna tell you now, I know a million episodes. I couldn't think of anything to
That was
say.
the other ones you could think of. That's
She was
so funny.
laughing. She was like, "Oh, you did it so good. You did it better than me." I was like, "I know."
Girl, and that's why I love you. Why is you? Why are you like this?
I love her. When we went to CIAA, and I know this is not the question,
Uh huh.
but we went to CIAA one year, and Ti was there,
Okay.
and he was outside, and all the girls were screaming and yelling, and I was like, Ti, I don't want to have sex with you or nothing, but can I say a monologue for you, please?
That's what you said
Yes,
to Ti.
yes. I was like, I want to say a monologue. I want to say a monologue. His people was looking like, get that girl right there. She's the only one saying anything other than anything else.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I want to say a monologue. He was like, do a monologue. Did I not
I know you
do
did.
Miss Topsy?
I.
Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
George C. Wolf, I did that monologue.
What he say?
He was laughing. Like shit. I mean, he was cracking up.
That is
And
so
he
funny.
didn't call me,
Uh
but
huh.
that's
But
okay. It's all right.
if he ever see when he sees you on TV, he gonna be like, "Dang, that's that girl that did that monologue that
Hmm.
one time."
I'm gonna let him know. I'm saying,
Yeah,
remember CIAA?
yeah.
That was me. They
You
did
you
the monologue.
when
That was me.
you accept your Tony Award, you gonna say, "Hey yo, this goes out to all the haters like Ti who didn't call me when I did my monologue for him, and he ain't never called me."
No, I didn't look at him as a hater. I looked at him as busy. I did the same thing for Ray J. Ray J, and I know this is not the question. I'm gonna hurry up. Sorry, guys. We were in Miami, and
Love
we saw
him.
Ray J. He was at the restaurant, and my friend's like, "Go say something, Ray J. Go say something." I was like, "Psh, all right." So I went to Ray J. I was like, "What's up, Brandy's brother?"
I'm
You know. He was
girl.
like,
What?
"What?" He was like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "I'm just saying, I'm from DC. I'm an actress. If you want me to play out any parts, act out any parts, anything like that, I could do that for you." He was like, "Yo, you funny as shit." He's like, "Give my man your number. We gonna call y'all tonight."
Uh huh.
Cause I said I'm with them girls over there.
Mhm.
I pulled. I said, "This a cricket phone. It's not." I was like, "It's not as fancy like y'all phone. Got a cricket phone. Put on my cricket phone. Put the cricket phone number in there." They called us to come down to the Clevelander. We went to the Clevelander. These girls I was with, shout to them. I don't really know them like that. They live in California.
Okay.
You live in California.
Ain't
You
never
see
talked to you.
stars all the time.
Yeah.
They in front of them twerking and bending over and doing all that. I said, "Oh," I was like, "Brandy brother, come here, let me tell you something. They want to do all of that. I'm not on that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get in a movie. I'm trying to have a little part.
Yeah.
I'm not doing all this."
Yeah.
He was like, DC. He was calling me DC. He said, "Man, you was so freaking funny." So maybe like a week later, I got home
Uh huh.
and he called and he was like, "We in New York. That's close to DC. Come up here." I was like, "Man, I'm back to real life, nigga.
Right.
I gotta take care of my kids. I cannot come. I cannot come."
Life, nigga.
That was in Miami.
Bruh, you are so dumb.
But
Bruh, I have thoroughly enjoyed this conversation, man. We have laughed. You have dropped some gems. I mean, God, who knew coming to the Freedom House was going to be such a good. I knew because you're my
that's okay.
girl. And that's what we do. We have a good time here. Thank you all so much for watching the Free Your Mind podcast. Follow us on all socials, freeyourmind.pod. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and share these videos with someone who you think could benefit or might enjoy our show. So, Miss Broadway Kim,
Mhm.
Kim G, Kim Harris, all of the things, Big Mama.
Big Mama.
Tell the people where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram. My Instagram name is who gonna check me underscore. Don't worry about the name. I haven't changed it since I was young, but I still feel the same way. Cause who gonna check me? Nobody. Trust me, nobody's checking me. Okay, so that's you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook as well. I'm a little old, so I still do it a lot. I have my government name, Kim Harris. I don't mind that. I'm not a criminal, not in trouble. I don't owe nobody no money, so I can have my government name. Those are the only two platforms I'm on.
Right now, you were so ridiculous. It was so funny, yo.
Find me.
Make sure y'all go and follow her. Keep up with what she's doing. I know you have a few projects that you're in. I can't even, we don't even have the time to name all of the things that you're doing. But be sure to tap in with Kim G, Kim Harris, Big Mama, Broadway Kim, all of the things, all of the names that she goes by.
Yes.
Be sure to tap in with her because one thing that she is, without a shadow of a doubt, is an amazing talent, an amazing actress. So
Oh,
stay connected with her. Okay, so right before we leave, we got to get out of here. But once, right before we leave, give the people one last gem that can make them feel empowered. Give them one last gem, real quick.
it's gonna sound cliche, but believe in yourself.
Mm.
You know you better than anybody else. So believe in yourself. It's okay to take advice from people. Take it. But whatever you believe you should be doing, that's what you do. Don't
Oh,
let nobody tell you nothing.
because who gonna check you?
Ain't nobody gonna check.
All right, until next time, thank you for watching the Free Your Mind podcast. We'll see you later. Bye. Give me
Bye.
a hug, girl.
That
That was so good.
was
I be on my queen shit, crown tilted lean shit.